Hi everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and today I'm going to show you the party favors I made for my daughter's birthday. She once again chose to have her party at a place that has horses. She loves horses. So we did this last year, and I was challenged this year to come up with stuff that was completely different than from last year because I didn't want to look like we were just having a repeat. So this is what I came up with. I wanted the tag to look like a ribbon that they get at the horse riding competitions, and so this is what I came up with. Inside, this is one of our craft bags. Inside are these, I struggle always with, party favors, but this is a little book of horse tattoos that I got on Amazon, and I thought, you know what, that's good enough. We're going to put it inside the craft bag, fold it, and close it with one of these little clothespins. So let me show you how I did this. The first thing that I did was cut 2 strips of Watermelon Wonder. I had to think for a second. Watermelon Wonder cardstock, and they are 1.5 inches by 11 inches. And then I put them on my Simply Scored and scored every 1/2 inch. It's a little tedious, I'm not going to lie. It does take a little bit of time, but it has a really cute effect. So on one end, I'm going to use some really good adhesive like Fast Fuse and overlap that. And then I'm gonna go all the way down doing the back and forth accordion fold. And I do have to apologize for the state of my hands. Can you tell that I've been super busy? I usually try to have my hands at least somewhat presentable in these videos because I know that you guys are like, oh my god, look at her fingers. But you know what? I've been really busy making all kinds of stuff this week. So they are what they are. Okay, so there you have it. It's nice and folded. Then you're going to put adhesive, your strong adhesive again on the opposite end. And you want to make sure that these go in the same direction. If I was to do it like this, then I would have to change the fold and it would be odd and it would be hard. So just make sure that these two are going in the same direction. So it's going to be like a continuous zigzag. All right, so I'm going to push those together. And there you have it. And what you're going to do is flatten it and squish it together like this. Okay? So we have something called a silicone mat, and I wouldn't really know how to make these without the silicone mat because I probably would burn my fingers off. You're going to put a big dollop of hot glue, and I don't think you can use anything else on these because even with the hot glue it takes a while to dry. So I put that in there. Squish it closed, kind of arrange them how I want, and now I can just sit here and wait. I mean, it really does take a little while, but while we're waiting, I'm going to show you the next step. I cut out one of these. This little starburst framelit is from, I can't remember. I'll have to link it to you guys, but it's in one of the framelit collections in our current catalog. So I cut it out of gold foil, and I'm going to put another drop of hot glue. There's my finger. Good thing I have a cool melt glue gun today. And I'm just going to put that right there. All right, so while it's drying, and actually my cool melt glue gun dries much faster than my regular hot glue gun, but my hot glue gun really takes forever, so I put a punch on top of it and let it just sit there. And when it's done, you're going to peel it off and it looks like this. You can see how that hot glue dried on the back. Let's add one of those gold things to this one that I already did. All right. Now, the sentiment I'm using is from One Big Meaning, and I wanted to use this cute little one, thank you. But I didn't want it to say from all of us. I just wanted the thank you. So you can use a Post-it note, make a mask if you want, or you can just use your markers. And so I'm going to use the Watermelon Wonder for the words, and then I'm going to use Soft Suede. Let's get all the way around. For that little bitty heart right there. That way you don't have to worry about masking off that stuff. A little warm breath. Try to get it in the middle. And then I'm going to take my triple banner punch or banner triple punch. And I'm worried that when I put this in, it's going to go a little too far. It's going to punch those words. So I'm going to actually turn it around here. And I don't want it too short. So I'm going to try to center that the best I can. If I'd cut my paper longer, I wouldn't have to worry about that, but I didn't. This paper is about 3/4 of an inch wide, and I believe it's 4 1/4 long. Okay, so now I'm going to get my sponge, and I have soft suede ink on here. I'm just going to ink those edges. Then I'm going to get my bone folder, and I'm going to go like that. Make sure your ink has had time to dry because I have smeared them before. And then I'm going to turn it this way and just do it on these opposite ends so they will kind of stick out like that. I've got hot glue everywhere. A little bit of fast fuse and put it right in there. Then I'm going to use this beautiful ribbon. Let's see, I can never remember. It's Subtle Stripes Satin Ribbon. And I'm going to take it and just fold it like that to the length that I want. Cut off this end and do another little glob of hot glue, which I think I've actually run out of. And do right there. Isn't that cute? I think that goes nicely with our little horse theme. Now originally I had cut out a very vanilla mini treat bag mini treat bag, the framelit, out of Very Vanilla, and stamped it with a hardwood stamp in soft suede. And I loved the way it looked. Very cute. But then when I went to put the little tattoo books in there, they didn't fit. Luckily, I'd only just made one. So that's why I chose to use one of our craft bags. These are our tag bag craft bags. And I'm going to do the same thing with the hardwood stamp that I did on the little Very Vanilla craft bag. Now I'm just going to ink it with soft suede. And I found that if I was to do the bag like this, it's too small. It wasn't long enough and it wasn't wide enough. So then I decided to do this way, make the wood go across. Okay, like that. Do it again. And I'm just going to lay it on there to get a little bit more. Now, this is not going to be perfect, so if you're a perfectionist, you might not be able to handle this, but I'm not a perfectionist, and plus these are for kids, and you know what kids do with cute crafts. They just rip them apart, take out the gift, and throw them on the ground. So we don't have to worry too much about that. All right, so then I just, I hot glued one of our mini clothespins on and folded it over and closed it with that. And there you have it, a fun birthday party favor. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you hop back over to my blog for all the details. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.